I thought it'd give me a three, two, one. You're live. Hey, everybody, I'm on the bus. We are headed to Shreveport, Louisiana. And today I had the most incredible time in the studio. I'm leaving Nashville, my hair. This is CPAP. See what the CPAP does? Shoots it straight up. It won't, you can't. Anyway, I was in the studio today with Ben Isaacs of the Isaacs, you know Ben, and he's producing Mike Rogers' CD, Mike Rogers' new CD. Hey, Barry, Linda Dickman, Indy Shaner, Kate, Cassie, official, all y'all coming in, come on in. Well, I was in the studio. We were at Ricky Skaggs' recording studio in Hendersonville, Tennessee, and and Mike was there with his wife Rachel, and Ben, of course, Marcus, the engineer, and another young man. I'm telling you, this CD is gonna be amazing. Mike Rogers, he sings with Ben, Bradley, and Jimmy Fortune, and the Brothers of the Heart. Have you heard Brothers of the Heart? Listen, as soon as we're done talking, you need to go to wherever you listen to your music and listen to Brothers of the Heart. Ben Isaacs is in that group. Jimmy Fortune, who used to sing tenor for the Statler Brothers. Remember him? And let's see, Jimmy, and then Bradley Walker, unbelievable bass country singer, great guy. And going around the room, Jimmy for Ben Isaacs. I guess that's it. I know I'm leaving somebody. There's four of them. Did I say four? Listen, that group is amazing. Well, Mike Rogers is, in my opinion, he's one of my favorite singers. Of course, you know Bill Gaither always says every time I talk, it's hyperbole, everything's the greatest. In fact, my friends have told me they're going to, what, it started circling, y'all. I don't know what that means. Anyway, hyperbole is my password, and it's okay. It's not my password. In case you think that's my password, no. But it's my life. Everything's the greatest. But in that moment, I mean it. It's not like, oh, I'm remembering the last time I did this. It's just in that moment, this really tastes good. Anyway, Mike Rogers, y'all, what a great singer. So he asked me to come sing on his new CD, which I was honored, thrilled. I'm thinking about his voice. It is so in center of the pitch. It's a bluegrass tone, and it's just incredible. My brother Mike loves it too. Anyway, so he asked me to come sing on with it's me and the Whites. You know the Whites. One of the Whites is married to Ricky Skaggs, but they're a family group, a dad and two sisters. And oh my goodness, that was fun. And what was this? There's this other song on that project coming out. Mike Rogers' new project coming out. It's written by Randy Phillips, and I think it's called Voices. I cried, y'all. I cry so easy now that I've turned 66 and lost my testosterone. But I just cried. And you know, it feels good too. I must admit, I should have cried a lot many years ago, because when I was hard-hearted and full of testosterone, I'd never shed a tear. But Lord, now 66, and a commercial that touches your heart can make me tear up. Oh, this song. It's about people who've gone on before us, our loved ones who've gone on to heaven, and they're kind of saying, if you could see what I see, it's that kind of thing. It's real. Oh my goodness, it's such a tear jerker. It was good. Hey, Jeremiah Larkin, he says I'm 65. laughing out loud. Well, thank you, Susan G. Wilson. Crying at commercials. I know, Barry Barry. Listen, all you young people. Of course, I don't know how many young people follow me on Facebook. My what do they call that? Stats. You can go look at your stats. Who's following you? It's 65 and up. I mean, there's some younger, but for the majority, it's like 65 to death. I have cornered a dying market, and I love it because I'm in that group. I'm 66. I love that the people who have followed me all these years have grown old with me. You know, we've grown old together. And isn't growing old great? I mean, I love it. I love being 66. I love that I can, decide I want to check in on y'all and see how you're doing. And I can get on Facebook and do it, or I can get on YouTube and do it. Now, on the road, I can only get on one or the other. I can't get on both of them at the same time. I can do that at home when I do my Just Whenever. It broadcasts to everybody all at once. YouTube, Facebook. I used to have Twitter on there too, but somehow it got disconnected and I didn't care enough to connect it back up. So it's just YouTube and Twitter, but that's enough. Most of the old people that follow me are on Facebook. And I'm trying to get them to come over here to YouTube because YouTube notifies you better, I think, than Facebook does. When I go live, how many of you got a notification that I was live? First of all, you got to follow my YouTube page. Make sure you subscribe and ring that bell. And then you will be notified when I go live. And that way you hit the button and we're live together. And when I'm home, we sing a lot. We could sing here too. I love a cappella. I can pretend I'm Church of Christ. There is a river that flows from God above. There is, I don't know why that one popped in my head, a fountain that frees the soul from sin. Isn't that right? Come to this water. Oh, there is a vast supply. I forgot about this song. There is a river that never shall run dry. There came a thirsty woman. She was drawing from the well. Her life was ruined and wasted. Her soul was bound for hell. But then she met the Savior who told her of her sin. I think that's where it goes. And he said, if you'll drink, I look like a rooster, this water, you'll never thirst again. I remember when we sang that with Michael English and Terry Franklin. I think that is on the Southern Classic CD. Y'all write this stuff down now because you'll forget it. Southern Classic CD, Gaither Vocal Band Project. I guess they're not CDs anymore. But the Gaither Vocal Band Project called Southern Classics. And that song is called There Is a River. Oh man, that's one the Lowry Vocal Band ought to resurrect. There is a river. I'm reading your comments. Better than looking like a wet hen. You're right, Dina Kilpatrick. Hey, Rebecca Hines, Charlotte Shue, late but here. Yes, Mark. What else have y'all said? I'll back up and read some of y'all's comments. Oh, my stars. Have I love this put everything on there backwards. But it says, I'm not perfect, but Jesus thought I was worth dying for. I love that. You know, we don't get to, we're the pot, he's the potter, you know? And the pot, us, doesn't get to tell the potter what the pot's worth. The potter has told the pot what the pot is worth. And the pot, us, don't get a vote. We don't get to decide. God has decided for us. He thought we were worth dying for. My goodness, you can't beat that. And what healthy parent wouldn't die for their child? You know, you think about it. I'd jump in front of a bullet for Colin, my great nephew, and he's not even my grandchild or child. He's my great nephew, but I tell you what, I'd lay down my life for him. I have on your, let me read what else your comments are saying. Come on. Hey, Mark, great to see you. Thank you, thank you. Kathy Livesey. Any snow there? There was snow when I was driving from Forest, Virginia, over to Nashville. See, I've spent the last 2 weeks, well, over Thanksgiving with my brother and sister over in Virginia. And I am now, of course, you know, on the bus, but I had to drive. The bus dropped me off about 2 weeks, about a week before Thanksgiving or so, after the last Christmas Gaither dates. Drove from Michigan to Virginia to drop me off, and the car that I pulled behind my bus so I can get around whenever the bus stops. So that's a big old truck passing. Did you hear that? So I drove this little Toyota that I drive, pull behind the car. I'm behind my bus. I drove it from Virginia over to Nashville. I'm giving you so many more details than I'm sure you care about. But anyway, I drove, that was a good 8 hours. That is a long drive, but I enjoy it. Or some kind of Dateline murder or other. You know it's a good year when you don't end up on Dateline. I mean, just that alone makes it a really good year. What else y'all saying? Hello, connect. Uh-oh. Can y'all see me still? Are we connected? It was going woo, woo. I guess we're going through the mountains. Let's go up there and see what's going on. Okay, I'm on the bus. Say, here it is. This is where I sit, right there. That's my chair. And then I come up here, and I hit this button, and I open the door. And then there's Q. Here's where he sits. He's on the phone.
Hang on, hold on.
He's doing, you know, this is a manager.
This is a working environment.
Doing big business up here. Big business.
It is.
Oh, yeah.
Working on your trip.
Oh, good. And this is Q's nephew, right?
Yes, sir.
A nephew, yeah. Riley, who drives for us, you know, also sings tenor, is had some Christmas dates of his own, concerts of his own this weekend and next. I told him, don't do that again. No, I love that he goes out and sings by himself too. But he is. This is a good driver right here too.
Thank you, sir.
He's driven for me many times, and I've always lived. So that's always good, you know. When you hey, that's gonna be too expensive. We'll find something cheaper.
All right.
Let me shut this door so we can talk. But it's pretty. Oh, it's pretty. It's not pretty. It's pretty in the fall, but you know, it's. I guess it's pretty if you like snow, and I don't mind snow. What's your favorite thing about who as a person? Oh, Amber Dash. I forgot what we were talking about. What's your favorite thing about him as a person? Who, Riley, or my manager Q? Riley and Q. I love that they do their jobs. I don't ever have to think about what they're doing. They take care of me. They point me in the right direction and get me on stage on time. And I don't have to think about anything but, you know, making sure I put one foot in front of the other. It's great. I have a great life. Okay, any other question? It's not an RV. It is a Prevost bus. Prevost. I didn't know Riley and Q are related. Hey, Susan, Riley, and this is not Riley up here. Riley is on the road on his own. He's this weekend and next weekend. He's not with me. He's singing on his own. So this young man is Daniel, and that is Q's nephew. But he's also Daniel, right?
Daniel.
Yeah, Daniel. He's Q's nephew.
My nephew, good little driver.
He's a good driver. You're welcome, Parasol Lisa. You know, y'all got weird names over here. On Facebook, the names are pretty normal, but some of y'all are normal. Amber Dash, Deborah Whitesell, that's normal. Emily, but sometimes they get crazy. Hey, Pierre, there's Pierre over in France. What time is it in the bus? It's Central Time. It's 4:03 p.m. Inside Edition just went off. What was your favorite comedy joke that you did with Bill Gaither, Mark? Christopher? I always loved making fun of his hair. Because that, you know, early on he told me, whatever you do, just make fun of me. And I thought, well, that's going to be easy. And he told me, you know, so I used to tell people every time I put him down, he gives me a raise. So I like the one, talk about his wig. He didn't really wear a wig, but I used to say, you know, of course we know that's not a wig. You're rich enough to afford a better looking wig. Because his hair was... But the last one he had was made out of cat hair. Every time he scratched his head, his rear went up. That's one that I did back in the day. Faith Campbell loves snow. Winter is my favorite season. There's beauty in it if you know where to look. Well, absolutely. Hi, Diney. What's your favorite hymn? You know my favorite hymn, don't you? It's the Seconds to the Love of God. Could we with ink the ocean fill, and where the skies of parchment made, where every stalk on earth a quill, and every man a scribe by trade, to write the love of God above would drain the ocean dry, nor could the scroll contain the whole, though stretched from sky to sky. O love of God, how rich and pure, how measureless and strong, it shall forevermore endure. The saints and angels' song. Nagaland, India. Hello, Nagaland, India. Lowly, Vitsu. I love Indian food. Can you cook Indian food over there? Lowell. I love tikka masala. I love bindi, which is okra. I'm sure you know that, but for everybody else who's listening, I love naan bread, garlic naan bread. Love that. When's the last time you sang Mary Did You Know before right now? Well, I haven't sung it right now. But the last time would have been, I don't know when, Q.
Sunday before Thanksgiving.
Sunday before Thanksgiving was the last time I sang it.
Sterling Heights, Michigan.
Hey, Jessica Allen, thank you for coming. She says she's new here. Everybody welcome Jessica. Let's see what you are talking too fast. Pierre says, what is your favorite Christmas song? Well, what do you think?
Come on,
Pierre,
you know better
what would
than
you
that.
guess? I really do. It's my favorite. Mary, did you know? I love it. I'm thankful God let me be a part of it. Love you, Mark. Oh, thank you, Kate Newman from Candace, New York. Are you gonna, Susan Norwood says, are you going to get to see Autumn, Jamie, and Rhett? Listen, Susan, I tried to. When I was driving back from Virginia, I had it all set up. Jean and Terry Gene McDonald and Terry. I called them. They're real involved with Autumn and Jamie. And she's coming home. I'm coming over. Great. I'll come over. I bought them Olive Garden because she loves Olive Garden. So we got whatever she wanted from Olive Garden. So when she arrived, when Autumn got there, it'd be waiting. But I woke up coughing. I woke up sneezing. Not coughing so much, but sneezing all day.
Stop and get some Arby's. Do you want some?
Oh, yeah. I'll stop. We're about to stop at Arby's and get something, y'all. That's the road life. But I was sneezing, and all of a sudden it dawned on me. I can't go see that baby sneezing. And it killed me. I had to not go. They still had a big old celebration, which I'm glad they did. And they ate that Olive Garden food I bought for them, and I'm glad they did. But I'll see that baby. And I'm going to wait. I think I might wait. Because you know that RCS or something you hear about on the news that old people give to babies, and it's real hard on them. You shouldn't be kissing babies. Listen to me, people. It's about 4 months before. It's about 4 months before I go him. Because I can't imagine. Good Lord, him getting sick because I visited. Okay, how long, Barry wants to know, how long did it take you to write Mary Did You Know? Well, I started it in 84, or I finished it in 84. Somewhere in 1984 I got it all done, but it was off and on. I'd go back and play with it a little bit here, a little bit there. Buddy Green said it took him about 30 minutes to write that music. That music is iconic. It's like Green Sleeves, in my opinion. It's really, he wrote him a good one. You've frozen. I'll come back and watch later. Oh, no. Well, y'all, I must be in a bad section. How many of y'all can see me right now? Can you see me? Am I froze up? Favorite Christmas tradition? Amber, we didn't have any. Isn't that weird? Our family didn't. We went to visit, okay, we'd have Christmas morning. And we'd have all the presents, right? Just our family, which every family should do. Make sure those kids start the day at your house, I think, and create that tradition. And then go see the grandparents. Because back in my day, they just lived down the street. It wasn't now, across the country. At least we are from Colin. And Mike is from, his kids, except for Chad. He lives there in Virginia, but the others, Chelsea's in Ohio, Courtney and Chris are in Midlothian, Texas. So it's a different day. But back in our day, we'd go see Nanny and Pawpaw first and maybe eat lunch, and then we'd go to Grandma and Grandpa's and eat dinner, and it was just an all-day thing. What's your favorite lyric line of Mary Did You Know? Pierre wants to know. I've got two. This child that you delivered will soon deliver you, and when you kiss your little baby, you've kissed the face of God. You're right, Amy Widow. I'm out in the boondocks. Let me see if there's any more questions. Yes, my CPAP hair, D. Horner. Thank you for noticing. But it's 66. My brother and I talk about this all the time. He's 69 as of yesterday. My brother turned 69 December 3rd. And, you don't get to where you just don't care. I never did care. My brother was real good looking when we were younger, and he cared because, he had something to lose. He did modeling, and his little water-headed brother would follow him to the modeling gigs that he had around Houston. But anyway, but now, it's so great to become invisible, where you're just in the room, but nobody really cares or even notices you. I was over at Karen Offenbacher's, and her grandchildren come in on Thanksgiving, about 5 or 6 of them. we could have been invisible. And that's the way we like it, both of us, the young ones and the older ones. No, I'm kidding. They were precious young people. Hold on, I gotta open my water. I'm trying to get my water open. Anyway. Oh, good, y'all can see me. I guess we got a good signal now. Huh. Well, it's been how long? 26 minutes and 32 seconds. We are headed to Shreveport, Louisiana. If you just tuned in, we are going to be with the I'm going to be with the Gaithers tomorrow in Shreveport on the Gaither Vocal Band Christmas tour. And how fun is it? I think it's the best Christmas tour I've ever seen. Really, y'all ought to come out and see it if you get a chance. You can go to gaither.com or marklowry.com and then go to the schedule page, tour, I think it is called, and see where we're going to be. We might be near you. We're going to Paducah. We're going to Tulsa. We're going, I don't know, we're going everywhere. Not really. I'm going to about 4 cities this weekend, about 4 next. Well, y'all, I don't see any more questions. But I've enjoyed checking in on you. I hope you're doing good. I hope you had a good Thanksgiving. I hope you were grateful. You told God how thankful you were for another spin around the sun. Because I've had 66 spins around this sun, and I'm grateful. I'm thankful for every last one of them. I don't hurt yet. I'm getting old, but moving a little slower. That's because I fell. Did you know I fell off the stage a couple of weeks ago? Well, on the Gaither tour. Bill was trying to help me off the stage, and I refused his help and fell right off. Got the bruise to prove it. Well, do you see Journey to Bethlehem or listen to music? What? Did you see Journey to Bethlehem? No. Do I listen to music? Sometimes, not really a lot. But I'll have to look into that. Shreveport's only about... I'll let y'all go. I'll talk to you later.